So, question, Amber. How far away does the number that you want, or the multi-million-dollar business, how far away does that feel to you right now?
I mean, like if I'm just thinking like really like logical numbers wise, like
I mean, like
one product does like.
I mean, personally to you, how far away does it feel?
It feels kind of far. I feel like, because I don't know anything about audience building or anything like that. I feel like I'm just fighting online right now on Amazon just to keep everything going.
Do you want to know how far away you are?
How far?
Inches.
Oh, okay.
Inches.
Basically, I want to be a full-time intern philanthropist. And that's really what it comes down to.
Okay, before we can move on to the audience, are you saying we just need more to offer our customers, which is why we need more products? Or?
So, before we go into a rabbit hole of how to build an audience, I can tell you right now, you're already creating the perfect content. It's those reports that you're getting. It's that feedback you're getting. That's the content. What are you laughing about?
I'm trying to digest.
That's the content. A, the actual content that they're sending you is like the actual piece. The email they're sending you is content. I mean, half of sales is getting through people's BS meter. So when you're posting that, I mean, if you watch my social media, a lot of my attention goes to just like posting screenshots of Instagram messages I get, posting screenshots of YouTube comments. It's like, it's all crowdsourced. It's all happening. C Money and I had this big realization recently where we put so much attention into creating content when really there's so much content going on all the time. Sometimes you need to talk about it. You just need to like report on it, distribute it. We can go down this rabbit hole a lot, but that is the perfect content, and they're telling you what they like, which is what you will create content around, which we can go into. But if audience building for product people is really hard because most people don't want to do it. And that's fine. A, you can get by with you can do a lot more with less, way less than people think. Way less than people think. And number two, the way that we make audience building and sales a lot easier is by focusing on product. So if you have a really great freaking product, it makes marketing a lot easier. So what is not a business is, who is it that was selling turmeric? And you said it was one of your biggest failures? Yeah, because can you tell me why your product is better than anyone else's? It's exactly the same product.
There's different cap, different label.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same product.
Yeah. So a lot of times the conversation is like, can you tell me how to sell more turmeric than the next person? Well, yes, yeah. And then that person's gonna call me and say, can you tell me how to sell more turmeric than the next guy? And I'll say, yes. And then the previous person's gonna call me and say, it doesn't work anymore. And so it becomes about who does one piece of it better, which is a zero-sum game. What is not a zero-sum game is focusing on the other pieces.
I think our biggest thing though is like that content calendar, that was a great Jim, thank you for that. But like on the podcast when Ryan, you and Max were talking about us and like we have to figure out soon like who we're gonna serve. And we were talking about this and we're like, we want to, because when I get emails like it's such a hit that people email us They leave amazing reviews. We just got a video review of people screaming at just having a lot of fun. So
All right. So a couple points here.
Yeah.
You've done the product piece really well.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how have you done at the sales channel piece?
It's really good. The sales are really good for the product.
I mean, on a scale, what would you give yourself, not on sales for the product, but on your optimization of sales channels?
I think we're highly optimized on Amazon. Like
Okay.
when you type in like organically, like #1.
Okay.
So it's
Great.
We're really dialed
And
in.
having your product really dialed in makes that a lot easier because you can naturally get reviews, right? So that would also make audience building a lot easier because you can take those video reviews and run them as content if you decided to do that.
Yeah.
But for you to get to 1 million, to pass through 100K a month, you now have to introduce something into the system that already exists, which for you means you need to deepen that product line.
Yeah.
And you struggle with that because you don't really know what the person buys after they buy it. And so you have to ask them. What don't you like about what I just said?
Because that's like the biggest question for us. And so I have an idea of like the woman, the avatar, the person I want to like sell to. So I don't just want to be.
Great.
It sounds awesome.
So you can steer the conversation around and not have it be when you reach out to people like a blanket, like what do you need? The whole world is open. You can steer the conversation because it's very true to what you said in the beginning. Why do you like? What is your why? What do you want to do? What do you want to get out of the world?
It's the feeling, and that's why like when I was talking to Trevor, like the most exciting thing for me, and as corny as it sounds, like it's really hearing the reviews because like.
So, question, Amber. How far away does the number that you want or the multi-million-dollar business, how far away does that feel to you right now?
I mean, like if I'm just thinking like really like logical numbers wise, like
I mean, like
one product does like.
I mean, personally to you, how far away does it feel?
It feels kind of far. I feel like, you know, because I don't know anything about audience building or anything like that. I feel like I'm just fighting online right now on Amazon just to keep everything going.
Do you want to know how far away you are?
How far?
Inches.
Oh, okay.
Inches.
Like both he and I, when you talk, are just like.
Like you saw us look at each other like.
Yeah, we're like, dude, this is like we know exactly how to take this. And,
Okay.
And again, I said 80% of my job sometimes is clearing the noise in your head because you're lost in Amazon sauce.
Yeah.
You become an Amazon specialist. It's actually not even what you like. What you like is being a product and a person specialist. Let's just stay on product because you're better in the world. Like, I know when someone's really, really close when they can tell me what they're better than everybody else at. And you are better at serving this specific person. You just exactly described who it is that you want to serve and release more products to. The reason why you are struggling to see them is because you have one winner and you're in your brain serving all of the people who are buying that. There's a reason why when I talk about the $1 million formula being 3 to 5 products at 25 sales a day, there's a reason why it's 3 to 5 products. And there's a reason why it's not one product at 100 sales a day. And it's because in order to sell 3 products, you have to know who the buyer is. And we could just pick, and it makes the decision a lot easier. If you said someone who buys, then we need 3. If it's the woman who, that's a different set of 3 to 5 products. And as you just pick the product, the person starts to form. Or if you just pick the person, the products become a lot easier. My obsession with audience building and picking the person is not some like selfless, be good in the world. It's a way to make decisions. And decisions create progress, and you're about 2 away from having a really, really great business.
That's encouraging.
So if you were to, as a thought experiment, just, these are the 3 types of people that buy my product, and pick one, and then ask the question, what else do they buy? You know what products to release. And it just becomes about, okay, which of these 3 do I pick? This one. All right, well, we know what products to release. And you know that you'll dial the one in really well. You'll have a great product. And because you've done a reasonably good job at the sales channels, now we have a business that is going to grow our top line revenue.
Should we not focus on Shopify? Because like when you went through like the dial, like I was laughing in my head, like, man, that's the next thing we did. Like we literally just started a Shopify store and make like, what, 2-3 sales a month. So it's,
we can drive
And keep your stock prices up.
Yeah. So focusing on Shopify is great as a way to amplify our sales channels. And that can grow our revenue. But it doesn't necessarily grow our profit. It's a whole other, it's a different distribution. It's a different way to crack the same nut. The nut's cracked. So yeah, dial in Shopify, build a funnel if you want, but that's not a multiplier. That's not the thing that is going to take you from 1 million to 10, or even 1 sale to 100 sales. What I'm trying to express is, if you don't have another nut to crack, like if you don't have another way to crack that nut, then maybe you need to go Shopify or address something else in your business. But the way that you really multiply and amplify what you've got is by going into the other areas.
okay. So that's where our focus should be in that one.
Your focus, especially as an entrepreneur. Otherwise, otherwise you're just becoming a sales channel manager. These are managers. These are not entrepreneurs. This is an inventor who's got great ideas and is broke. This is an influencer who has a lot of distribution and is broke. And this is someone who knows how to take sales, but is not building a business. An owner has all 3. And it doesn't mean you are good at all 3. It means that the business is good at all 3. And it's your job to align the assets and the resources to do those things. That's how you have an 8-figure exit. That's how you build a real company. That's how you have anything that's sellable. And I wish I could make you get this. When you think about it that way, it's easier, not harder. But it requires you to make the transition from hustler to entrepreneur.